Hi, so I have a bit of a mess right here, and what we're looking at are caragana seeds. Let's see, caragana seeds. I'm showing everybody the caragana seeds. So that's them. And this is what the pods look like after they ripen. So you pick them off of the tree, and I'll tell you the purpose in a minute. You pick them off of the tree, and they're not, obviously, the pods are not edible. The seeds are edible. They taste like peas, except for obviously they're not as big. And you can start picking them earlier, and then after a while they start getting harder. The seeds start getting harder, and by this point, I don't know, you can probably tell how sharp they are. So what I did was, the reason I picked them was so I could feed them to my calves, because I found out that caragana seeds are 36% protein. And at this, my husband, farmer, says, well, peas are just as good, if not better, and you don't have to pick a million little tiny pods and then try to empty them, try to shell them or huck them, whatever. So that's not exactly true. These, I'm feeding them to my calves, and now we only have 2 calves. We used to have 6, but 4 were attacked by a bear. And so the 2 that are left are really getting more of the caragana seeds because they don't have to share with the other ones. And I've noticed a very noticeable difference in at least one of the calves. So it's really easy to do. You can feed them the pods whole while the pods are still relatively soft, and none of these are. And some of them actually get brown, and they're still on the tree, which, if you know anything about caragana seeds, won't surprise you. There's still lots on the trees, but you can feed them. But once they get hard and sharp, then do not feed them, I don't think, to anything. But you don't want to sit there, which I have because I find it very therapeutic. You can see this one. Just wait, I'll see if I can get. It's not showing like I would like it to. Well, you can see the container through, because there's a crack in the pod, and I could open it, but I can't at the moment with just one hand. Yes, I can. And the caragana seeds fall out, and it's I love it. It's satisfying. But once you feed these to the calves, they noticeably grow. And the fun part about caragana seeds is that in the fall, they shell themselves. But so they turn into this on the tree. They split open. The seeds generally fall out, but I don't want them to, so I picked them before then. But you can leave them in the container, and they shell themselves, a lot of them. These ones, I think, what I'm noticing, but I have not perfected this science, is that you could put these, okay, just hold on a minute, don't test it yet. So you could put them in the heat. I found if you put them in the heat, if you put them outside in their container, then the heat helps them to split open more easily, or if you handle them quite a bit. But if not, yeah, you can crack them open. It's just more time consuming. And so 36% protein, you can eat them. If you were in the wild and you had no food and you really needed something to fill you up a little bit, you don't even get a stomach ache. My daughter's lying. Then you could eat caragana seeds, but do not eat the pods. And the pods, I'm not sure about whether or not they're actually even bad for livestock. They might be. So you probably shouldn't feed the pods to livestock, even though they can chew them. And the leaves also, I'm not sure, obviously. I'm guessing they don't have much for protein, if any. But this is actually good for the calves as well. So caragana, besides calves and besides if you want to eat them, good thing is that you can plant shelter belts. Shelter belts? Yeah, that's the right word. I wouldn't think that you could actually do this for a herd of calves, unless you're insane. And that is all about caragana seeds. I've talked about them for 5 minutes. Wow.